This is the wrong fucking show. We gotta change it up a bit. Anyways, hey, what are y'all doing now? So of course, as the poll shows. So if you don't know, I'm still gonna do the other ones as well, but like just in their order of votes. Actually, I need to check the poll because it might have updated. Unless people are still voting. If you're still voting, then you're crazy. I haven't checked it. Oh my god, 30 votes! Wait, no! Logo battle would be next. Well, I mean, to be fair, oh, hello, your circle. I mean, like, I'm doing this, like, before the poll was, updated in that. Ugh. So, yeah, we're still doing the Bob the Builder reboot review, no matter what. So, of course, you don't know. This is a video that's from, Oh, hi, Jax.
Hey, I'm gonna be muted because I'm doing something, so I'll be right back.
Alright. Send the link over here. Now we're just gonna we'll get started with this whole thing. So it turns out this was something I wanted to do for like a decent amount of time, like a little bit. I really wanted to look at this video in particular. Let's see. The problems with the Bob the Builder reboot. So this is like a video that like wasn't fuck, I just closed the tab. So this is a video that was like really poorly received. And we're gonna find out why. That is if I want to. And I don't care if I don't want to, I'm still gonna do it anyway. The problems with the Bob the Builder reboot. Oh my goodness. wait a second. Just as I look this shit up, my stream immediately becomes second. Why would you put it next to this? Oh my god.
And stop.
Okay, yeah, I actually was on this video a little bit, but yeah. So apparently this video was really hated, and of course it was on everyone's recommended for some reason. So I don't really care. Let's just watch it.
What's that coming over the hill? Is it a reboot? Is it a reboot? Oh, no, sorry, not that one. I meant the other hill. Yeah.
Chocolate chips. I could have listened to that the whole stream, but I'm still doing this anyway.
That one. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a reboot? Is it a reboot? Apparently, yes. So, because a lot of you seem to enjoy and agree with my complaints on CGI Fireman Sam, I've now decided to tell you all my complaints on another recent reboot that nobody...
Oh, that's right. I should probably mention, too, he made a bunch of other ones. We're not going to watch all the other ones, because I don't really think I really want to, but we're going to watch this one, because this is the most iconic of all of them.
Bob the Builder. Now, you're all probably wondering why I'm making this video now instead of 3 years ago when this reboot started. But now that we're 3 seasons into this reboot series, I think there's enough character, story, and material to finally make this video a reality.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Despite all the negative feedback, they still managed to make 3 seasons of this. Are the people at Mattel Creations just blind to negative criticism or something?
Well, I mean, they're a corporation, so they probably don't give a shit or anything. They're not blind to negative criticism, they just don't care. Oh, God.
Anyway, Bob the Builder. I really liked watching this show as a kid, along with Fireman Sam, Postman Pat, Pigsy.
He just goes over the history of Bob the Builder and his nostalgia with it. It's not really the main reason why I'm watching. Oh, there's this part.
Kids love the show too. I do have to admit, this dub is nowhere near as enjoyable as the UK dub. I mean, no offense to whoever grew up watching the US.
I have that on my Christmas white DVD. I have that on.
Huh. That's nice. Anyways, apparently this guy does not like the American dub because it's not as good as the British one. Oh my god.
I am not used to the UK version of Bob the Builder.
I mean, I remember. I mean, I grew up. I remember Bob the Builder, and I always remember the UK dub. I mean, I don't care about the US dub that much. I mean, like, look, anything British is gonna get a US dub, so you might as well stick with it. But it's still kind of weird though, 'cause it's still weird
Are you
because
saying
I'm not.
Are you saying that because you're Aussie? Just curious.
Well, I mean, many British shows. I mean, many of the shows that we got, like, because when we were like when kids television was becoming a new thing, we got a lot of shows from the UK, and this was one of them, especially for children's television. But I don't know. I mean, like, I don't care about the US dub really, but apparently it's apparently better just in the UK. I'm pretty sure they only expand it to the US just to expand their market.
I'm not gonna
lie, but
and I'm not gonna lie, I hate the Bob the Builder reboot. I really do.
Everyone does. Everyone and their grandmother does. Yeah, and especially this guy.
Sometimes certain things would be better off if they just stayed in the UK.
Oh wow, There's gonna be a lot of Thomas. There's gonna be a lot of Thomas in this, or references, or comparisons. So yeah.
Thomas too.
For a few years, the show was a massive hit here in the UK for kids and even adults alike. Hell, the album version of the show's theme song, Can We Fix It, was #1 of the Christmas charts of 2000.
Damn, what a good way to end the first year of the new millennium. Get a Bob the Builder mixtape. The Bob the Builder mixtape is everyone's jam.
Bob the Builder would be #3 for me. My favorite hit entertainment show is The Wiggles.
Yeah, I could see that. The Wiggles was never my favorite. The Wiggles was never my favorite, but like I could see why people like it. You know, they got the talent. You know,
they got good songs. Well, no offense, because that show was made where you live. I'm just saying.
No, that's not an offensive thing at all. I mean, I would know because, like, I mean, geez, I sometimes I feel like, you know, because I mean, I don't know how, but somehow Australia has some of the best and even the worst programming. Like, you could the best program would probably be like the Wiggles or Bluey, but then at the same time, the worst one is fucking Dirt Girl World.
Well, look at my calendar.
Ooh,
Bluey.
Yes, it's Bluey. Yeah. Yeah, but most of the time I feel like I can't escape Bluey. I mean, I was never really into Bluey, which is kind of a crime in itself, but I see why people like it though.
Anyways, yeah.
Let's continue.
Bob Builder is a great show, I'm not gonna lie.
I do love to be proud of. In 2004, the staff decided to take a new route with the show and produced a new series, Bob the Builder Project Build It.
This is the one that I remember specifically more. The funny thing is too, I have a Bob the Builder Wii game and it sucks. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep playing this for a little bit.
Now, many people have stated that this is a spin-off series for the show, but it clearly isn't. I mean, a spin-off is a series with a minor character in a lead role in a different location, but still set in the same universe, and sometimes even a new show. Examples include Timon and Pumbaa, The Cleveland Show.
Oh my god, Cleveland Show! Why is that? Why is it The Cleveland Show? Also, this guy kind of looks like a UTT. This guy looks like the UTTP officer. What the hell?
I love Cleveland. I love Family Guy too, in case you're wondering.
I'm gonna watch the Bob the Builder reboot now, and I'm gonna make a video on it that's 30 minutes long.
And that's the story. Be different. A spin-off series. It's pretty much the same reason as to why Shadow the Hedgehog isn't a spin-off.
Is it a spin-off though? Like, I thought Shadow the Hedgehog was a spin-off because it's focused on Shadow the Hedgehog, not Sonic the Hedgehog. Also GameCube.
One big mission. Build an arms.
I kind of get the whole gist. Let's just skip a bit. Ready? Oh god, this is the third. This is the third level.
Build. Now this is a spin-off series.
What? I don't think this is a spin-off. I'm sorry, but this is not a spin-off.
They've moved into an entirely new town close to the sea.
But in Project Build that they moved to Sunflower Valley, and now they're in this place. What?
And it doesn't seem to follow or even mention the previous storyline.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Ready Steady Build's okay, but I don't like the animation.
I think from what I've heard, I've seen reviews of it. I think the biggest problem is the writing more than the animation, because apparently, good old Sharon Miller wrote this series mostly.
I prefer the original. I mean, yeah, Steady Build's okay, but I prefer the original.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly prefer the original too. This is the weird thing. Bob the Builder was on like Netflix or something. It used the Ready Steady Build Bob, but when I pressed it, it showed the classic Bob at first as a preview, but then it just changed to footage of the reboot Bob the Builder, and I was just sitting there like, what?
That's my reaction, bro.
No Project Build it, I guess.
Although all the same characters and voice actors are still in the series.
So what makes it a spin-off then? Because it's just another Project Build It, except cheaper.
Which
and
kind
creepy.
of confuses me.
Creepy.
So,
Yeah.
did they finish everything in Sunflower Valley?
Probably.
Why haven't they moved back into Bobsville?
He grew
What
out
about
of it.
Bob's dad? Have they just left him and Benny to still do all the repair jobs?
To be fair, Bob's dad could probably be dead. That wasn't meant to be funny. I was just saying, he could have probably died.
No, I laugh at facts. I want you to know that.
Did Bob even tell his dad that they are now moving into Fixham Harbor?
Fixham Harbor.
I know Bob had a brother. I know Bob has a brother. I'm not joking.
Yeah. I already know about the I already know a bit about the Bob the Builder lore. I knew he has a brother.
Too complex for you to understand.
Too complex for you to
Right.
understand. Nah.
But then, a few years later, Ready Steady Build, and in any case, the entire original Bob the Builder series was cancelled in 2012.
This is just a meme. Bob just shows a video on his computer. It's a green
Why?
screen.
The new animation? Though, to be fair, I probably would have complained too. I'm just not used to seeing the human's mouths emote anything other than a smile.
Yeah, it's a little weird if you're used to the original, but it's not the worst change they've done. It makes it feel like they're less oh my god, no.
Mattel and then named Hit Entertainment decided to make a brand new Bob the Builder reboot.
It literally just looks like every other kid show except with realism.
Yeah, this series isn't
Oh,
continuing
God.
the story from the other series.
Bro's got a black beehive inside of his mouth.
This looks like a mix between Paw Patrol and PJ Masks.
It kind of does. It's also, don't forget Bob the Builder as well, because
It's not
And
going to
Bob the
have
Builder-
a
oh,
similar
wait, hang on.
cartoony setting to it.
This
It's not even
aired
going
on
to have
PBS
any of the
Kids. I was
original
so pissed when
actors.
this aired on PBS Kids.
yeah, I could tell this is a reboot if they don't have the original voice actors and it looks completely different. That's what reboots mostly are, partly.
Yeah, Animaniacs reboot sucked too.
Huh. I didn't know that.
This is going to be completely different and starting all over again from scratch.
Yeah.
And everyone, including myself, already knew everything was going to go horribly wrong just from this teaser poster.
Oh my god. Why is Bob's face-
god! Ew!
Jesus! Bob! Oh, Bob!
Bob, did you lose weight?
Yeah, he kind of did. He went to fat camp, I guess. Also, he's not Bob the Builder anymore. He's Bob a Builder. You also have to know it's Bob because he has that stupid bee on his helmet in the back.
Or
there.
probably it stands for Bitch the Builder now.
This is weird, bro. Why did the machines look like they're gonna eat someone? Look at how big their mouth is.
Look at Muck. Muck looks really creepy.
He's like, ugh.
The only things I seem to like about this reboot,
Yeah.
the new theme song. The beat is catchy, it's just as fun to sing as the original, and the
Yeah,
lyrics
sure.
are mostly the same.
Oh my god. Who cares if the lyrics are mostly the same? It's still Bob the Builder, the theme song.
But even with that said, this remix still has a few problems.
What
I mean,
problems?
let's listen to the version of the theme in the opening intro.
Oh god, I've seen this video before, so I think I know how this goes.
Boots check, tool belt check, hard hat check.
Why is the the thumbs up pose he does?
He's like,
It's-
all right. He's like, all right, vehicles, get your asses over here. We're done.
Alright, team, get your fucking vehicle asses over here. We gotta do the work, we gotta fix it! This is just, I know why it's like this. It's because of copyright infringement, but still, it just looks funny. Leo. Gotta add that diversity in. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, have you noticed anything missing here?
Yeah, a lyric is missing, but why should I care? It's Bob
Why
the
should
Builder.
I care?
They
No,
cut out a
we're all-
specific lyric in the verse.
Why is this an argument? This is not. This is a nitpick. I think
More
I'm
like
starting
a
to see like
dick pic, if you ask me.
dick. Oh my god, that's the wrong word.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
this is
Sorry.
it's fine. It's not that I find it offensive. It's just not the correct word for this Bob the Builder review. But the thing is too, he's very nitpicky in this video. I think I can see why people hated this. I can't believe I actually used to stand for this. I feel ashamed.
Bob and the gang have so much fun. Working together, they get the job done.
Working together. Yeah, they're still working together. I can clearly tell because they're all together in that intro.
No shit.
Why did they cut it out?
Why should I care?
What, did the intro have to be exactly 30 seconds long?
Bruh, I don't think it was because of time. Oh, hi, Adam too.
Hello,
Hi,
hello,
Adam.
hello.
Can we fix it, guys? Can we fix this video? I don't think I can.
Then maybe you could have cut out
It's
Bob
fucked.
doing an unnecessary checklist and just put in some drill sound effects or something.
Drill sound effect.
Drill sound effects. How
Drill
is that
sound
gonna change anything? It's just gonna make it worse.
That just makes it more awkward, if anything.
Exactly. More awkward.
Like even like the original theme song had this like beat at the beginning
Yeah.
and was a bit longer, but like still, it makes sense. You know, Bob's gotta make sure he's got everything. Hi, MP fan. We're watching
No shit.
Bob doing an idle pose right now on screen.
Bob doing an idle pose is crazy.
If you cut out the lyric entirely, the song feels unfinished because there's now 7 parts to it.
It's already finished anyway. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Exactly. What are you talking about? I watched the video from that guy about Fireman Sam, and I was talking how bad the CGI version was.
I mean, the CGI version is bad. Yeah, it's pretty. It's as like soulless as I can clearly tell. But like
Which is worse?
this,
Which is worse?
this. Honestly, the Fireman Sam one is the worst one because obviously Norman Price. But then
Which is-
again, Norman Price was already sort of like a mischievous troublemaker in like the original series,
Yeah.
and I would tell. I would know because there's an entire video proving it wrong.
Exactly.
Question. Which is worse? Which do you find worse? Did you know? I mean, did you guys know that? Did you guys know the Barney reboot sucks too?
Oh yeah, the Barney reboot.
How does the Barney reboot suck? I don't actually think it looks that bad.
I think it does because Barney is friends with Coco Melon now.
Oh,
Friends with Cocomelon is crazy.
there's no way the purple dinosaur is friends with Cuckoo Melon.
With
Cocomelon is
JJ.
crazy.
Coco Melon.
JJ the jet plane. JJ the jet plane's a bit too outdated for Coco Melon.
Yeah.
Instead of
Anyways,
8,
continue.
if you know what I mean. And what's even more insulting is
What?
that in the extended version of this remix, they actually put in the missing lyric.
How is that insulting? That is just nothing. And
It's just a
Exactly.
thing. It's just a thing, asshole.
I mean, to be fair, this guy did improve eventually. I could say
This guy-
that.
That guy
But
went.
this
That guy
this
when
video this video is
he
still
hears-
bad
when he hears a
though. Like,
coughing noise inside a song. That's unfinished right there.
it's unfinished. It needs more coughing noises.
Oh, there's
Oh,
also
man.
something else different in this remix.
What is this?
Scoop, Muck, and Dizzy, and Rolly too.
Oh, that's right. Apparently, they decided to do an Edward and Henry on these two definitely beloved characters. But I mean, like, this is the thing that annoys me with like Thomas fans, and this could extend to Bob the Builder fans too. When they complain
Uh-huh.
about a character being removed, like Edward and Henry are obviously, yeah, they're important characters to Thomas the Tank Engine self, but like, it's Mattel. You can't make them change. They're a corporation. And I hate it when people complain about it because guess what? The more you're constantly complaining, the less they're gonna care because besides they're a corporation. They're not gonna do anything. They only care about making merchandise and making money.
Lofty and Wendy join the crew.
Scoop, Muck and Lofty, and 2 times 2.
Jesus Christ, that's a massive truck.
Exactly.
I don't
Just let
remember
it
this
fall
guy.
back.
I started to wonder how he drives that truck. I know okay, it's kind of ridiculous because I know the vehicles are meant to be cartoony and all that. I get it, but like, that's a realistic truck. What,
Exactly.
what is there? Is that just
Oh.
a brick? Is that just a brick on the pedal or gas?
Leo and Wendy join the crew.
Rolly and Dizzy are not mentioned in the intro.
Because they're not really there anymore.
Characters who were part of the main cast in the original series have now been pushed to the side as supporting characters.
I mean, at least they're still there.
Exactly. They're still there. Why are you complaining?
I don't know. Maybe he's just
I
not.
like.
I mean, I guess the problem is that like these two characters had like more development or anything because they were like one of the more important aspects. I think Dizzy was meant to be the hyper one, and Rolly's just the. I wouldn't know. I don't know if I should call him the chill one or something. I think that's what he was, but I don't know. I haven't watched Old Bob the Builder in like ages. I only remember I haven't watched it on like
Be
YouTube
honest.
or something.
Rolly's probably one of my favorites. Rolly can be kind of hilarious at times.
I can agree on that.
Mhm.
Teapots are flat, Rolly. They are when I roll over them.
Huh.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what do we have? What does this guy have to? What else does he have to say?
Yeah, like the thing is too, like, yeah, these are like important characters, but I mean, like, if they're still there, then I don't think it should be a big deal. I mean, I do wish that they were there more, but like, if they're still there, then my opinion, this is my opinion, it's not a big deal. At least they still exist. Also, Rolly for some reason just, what is this? He looks like a steamroller now, but now he has a big ass wheel on the back.
I know. That's
Everyone,
what
he's
I
like,
remember.
he's like, got a big ass wheel. Come and get me.
This is weird. It's like bigger than his face.
Characters who appear every now and again. Why did they make this decision? It's
I
been
don't know.
clearly established many times that a steamroller and a cement mixer are just as important for a building project as a digger or a crane.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
The policy of truth. No way. Yeah, anyways, I mean, Tucson being there, it makes sense because trucks are also important in construction work. But I mean, like, just keep the two others there. But then again, though, like, that will kind of ruin the theme song a bit. Now thinking about it. In that case,
I
just get
can
rid of
relate to
Leo. Just get rid of Leo or something. I don't know why he's even there.
After all, Dizzy pours concrete for the foundations.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all the furniture and machines would be sitting on grass or dirt instead of something solid.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
Rolly makes the whole ground nice and flat before building, or the
Yeah.
lumps on the ground would cause problems
See, this is what an actual point is.
or inaccurate measurements. Besides, both Rolly and Dizzy have plenty of story ideas for them. Plenty. But
Yeah.
apparently, the writers or even the animators barely seem to acknowledge either of them.
It's not. I don't think it's the writers or the animators. It's the companies themselves. Not really their problem. I feel like I'm getting some weird Mr. Enter vibes here, but that seems a bit too far. I mean, Jesus, at least this guy didn't try to get people to harass SpongeBob animators or writers.
Because, for some
Bro.
reason, they seem to focus all of their story ideas on either Muck, Lofty, or about, like, 70% of the time, Scoop.
Yeah, I mean, they only do that because, like, the main characters now, they pretty much give them monopoly.
And while we focus more on the big red dumbass, one of the few characters with a brain, and the yellow high-pitched annoying digger who screws
Oh my
everything up all the
What the hell is this? Do not add a
What?
fourth wing. Do not add a fourth wing to that. Do not.
time, barely any of the other characters get the focus or get a clear enough understanding on what their personalities are.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing too. They introduce characters that like don't have any introduction. They don't have proper introductions. They're just there now. That's a problem. Don't give characters. Don't make characters if you're not gonna do anything with them, because then they just serve no purpose.
Two-ton, tiny, Betsy.
That is not tiny. That is massive. Also, who's this guy?
Curtis, Philip,
Curtis.
Rowley, they barely focus on them, or have many episodes focusing on them. Hell, even when they're introducing new characters, like Shred, Shifter, Stretch, Rocky, or Norm, they hardly
God.
even focus on them either.
You know, once again, main characters have monopoly.
And also, they just all appear out of nowhere. No introduction. I mean, a lot of
Yeah, that's a
Thomas
problem.
characters get an introductory
There's
episode.
Thomas, number one.
Ryan had one, Scruff had one, Hugo
Ryan was
had
introduced in
one,
the movies.
Winston had one. They
Winston.
even gave one to Charlie and the Logging Locos.
Oh God. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of Thomas in this. I have a feeling.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Please correct my opinion, but Thomas is my childhood.
So
was mine.
Too.
The most hated characters in the entire series.
Yeah.
But not these guys. They appear out of nowhere with no story on where they all came from, if they came from another yard or were freshly built, or even any indication on where they sleep in the yard.
Who is that? Is that the Empire Today guy?
The skinny controller.
The thin controller 2.0.
The visual designs and setting in this reboot is as far away from the original source material as you can possibly go.
Yeah.
The visual design in the original was a very simple cartoony design. Like something you can draw.
I mean, to be honest, the only thing I could say is like the realistic design. It doesn't fit the cartoony, aspect of it. But I mean, like, sometimes in kids shows you can't exactly have realism all the time. You know what I mean? Like that's part of its charm, yeah. But like, there's like times where realism isn't really needed, unlike maybe something like Thomas or something. But I'm not gonna be one of those guys.
On paper translated into 3D models. Need I remind you, all the trees and bushes are literally cardboard cutouts.
Really?
But in the reboot, everything looks way too realistic and detailed for it.
Yeah, I don't think Bob fits in this realistic world. What? Actually, no, screw that. The trees back there don't fit in the realistic world. They look like something from a Roblox game.
Exactly. That's my point too.
To feel like Bob
The realism in the show is very inconsistent for me.
the Builder. I mean, this looks more like a live-action movie of Bob the Builder, directed by someone who
Directed by Michael Bay. Why is there two directors?
has no idea what the show is like.
Directed by Sharon Miller. I think it would be more written.
I mean, just look at Bob. He clearly looks like a photo.
My main question is, what's wrong with his nose? His nose. His nose looks like the head of a Pikmin.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Aid.
No.
Photograph of someone cosplaying as Bob the Builder.
Oh yeah, yeah. He kind of looks like one of those.
Yeah, he kind of
Huh?
does.
He actually kind of does, though. He looks like one of those Bob the Builder costume pics you see on eBay or Amazon.
no.
And not to mention, look at his face. Why does the design make him look so young?
It actually does, though. He looks really young.
Seriously, it looks like he's 15.
He looks
15.
50. He actually kind of does look like he's 15.
And the machines? Not
Ben
only do
Dean.
they all look completely different from the originals too,
They
but
don't
the
look that
designs
different.
for the machines feel kind of lazy to me.
I mean,
How?
okay, they actually kind of do a little bit, because all they really did is just take a machine model from, like, I don't know, Unity or something. They just slapped a face on it just to make it seem like they're not stealing it, and boom, you got a character. I'm not even kidding. That's pretty much how he does it.
What do I mean by lazy? Well, what I seem to imagine the designers do is taking a photo of a real-life construction vehicle, recoloring it into an unusual color, like pink or purple or green,
No, that's
slapping a
copyright.
generic smiley
Rolly 2.0, guys. It's Rolly 2.0.
Broly 2.0.
face on it, and boom,
Boom.
new character. Now,
Pretty
some
much
of you
how it
might be
is, I
asking me,
guess.
well, isn't that kind of the same way they also design new
Another
Thomas
Thomas
characters?
reference again, Jesus.
Well, yes, but that kind of design
I mean, like, that makes sense because Thomas is meant to be realistic in a way, if you ignore the faces.
makes possible look realistic. The only realistic thing about the original were the life lessons and the construction work and safety. Not
Yeah, that's the only
the
that's
design.
the only real thing, you know. It was meant to be. Why is Muck funny in this?
The personalities of all the old characters, with the exception of Bob, Wendy, and probably Dizzy, are all
Yeah.
completely different. Mr. Bentley isn't a building inspector, but Mayor Madison's assistant. Not to mention a bumbling buffoon.
Oh
He looks
God!
like, he looks like the guy from the Polar Express.
Not. Oh yeah, he kind of looks like one of the drivers of the Polar Express, except now he's a
Hot,
bobblehead. For
oh,
some
we
reason.
got it. Hot, hot.
He's a bobblehead now. He literally looks like the Empire Today guy. I'm just saying. He kind of looks like him a little bit.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Also, this looks like the most stereotypical, you know, mayor character.
But Mayor Madison's assistant. Not to mention a bumbling buffoon. Rolly
getting
is
old.
rather fussy, making sure everything is nice and flat, instead of
Wow,
smooth
bro.
and calm with a love of
One way to make that sound very disgusting.
music. Mark seems a lot dumber than the original. Or
Dumb.
maybe it could just be the voice.
Why does the mayor character look like Kamala? He literally does. Guys, Kamala Harris is canon in the Bob the Builder reboot. I'm calling it.
Goob is younger, easily overexcited, hardly pays any attention to anything important, and when being put in charge of a job, he always screws it up.
Yeah, that's a problem. Repetitive writing.
Yeah, do you know why Bob and Wendy could trust Scoop to be in charge in the original? Because he
Wasn't
was
always-
sensible and reliable.
He wasn't always in charge, from what I remember, but he was definitely one of the more. Yeah, he was definitely one of the more sensible and reliable members.
But the one character that had a complete 180 to his personality
Is Lofty.
was Lofty. Good God, what did they do to Lofty?
He's less scared now, and he's actually. I like to imagine this is just Lofty many years later. He's no longer a coward, and now he has a PhD.
The character who was once written as an adorable coward.
Wow.
Sure,
that's
his voice can get irritating after a while, but you really do feel sorry for him at times. And I bet he was a character most kids watching the show could really relate to.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
here, Lofty is more confident, is hardly scared of anything, is more intelligent, and sometimes has a bit of a rude or sarcastic edge to him.
Rude or sarcastic edge. I kind of like this one, not gonna lie. Yeah, this is the weird thing. Oh gosh. I think they probably saw it as like, oh, this character's enough. He's been on like the show for a long time now. Surely he has enough development. And they're just like, okay, let's give him a PhD and make him an asshole.
Oh no, my emergency light's broken.
Ugh.
He's yellow, he's strong, but his light's gone wrong.
Whenever
Wow. I don't know. Maybe this one's a bit better.
I still hate the reboot. I'm pretty sure everyone's still gonna hate the reboot, man.
It's yellow, it's strong, but this reboot review's gone wrong.
Scoop or Mark screw up with a project, Lofty is
Oh.
usually the one who questions them or says that it isn't a good idea instead of, say, Leo or someone. But even with that said, he never says, I think so,
It just goes a
after
little
they
bit.
all say,
Can we fix it? Yes, we can.
even
Yeah, I think they
in a
can.
normal case of when after Scoop or Leo or someone fucks up everything and have to rebuild everything a second time.
He looks so sad. He looks so sad. He's like, oh no.
In just a very limited amount of time, even then he never says, I think so.
Oh wow. Okay, I think this, and now I think he's starting to point out the major inconsistencies, the nitpicky inconsistencies, if you will. Yeah, I think we're starting to have a bit of a problem.
Do I also need to mention that the voices are also very different? Scoop sounds way too high pitched.
Wow, I'm a natural on camera.
Yes, you are.
Ooh.
He's
Yeah,
on
I'm
that.
a scoop.
Mark sounds like a dumbass.
Are we,
Oh my god, he really is a dumbass. Rose got a Patrick Star voice on him. He's like,
I can't think of anything to ask, Bob.
Lofty has an Irish accent for some reason.
Cornish.
Do people prefer the pizza flavour to the sardine and spinach flavour?
Rolly sounds like he just sucked up a barrel of helium.
Now I've ruined everything. I'm so sorry.
His voice sounds the same, except he has a different accent.
Oh, and
Or
here's
slightly
something
different.
rather questionable.
Whatever.
Mark
It's
is
like-
male in the US dub of the reboot. Yeah, for those who
He's
haven't
male.
seen it yet, in the US dub of the original series, they decided to make Mark a female character instead of keeping him male. That still boggles me, even to this day.
What is
Did
going
they
on?
choose
I
gender
don't
just so
know.
they can have an unnecessary gender balance thing to the main cast? No
Probably.
one was complaining about the amount of male characters here in the UK. so-
God, why you bro? Oh God, you could tell this is from like 2018 because they're constantly bringing up big world, big adventures. Whoa.
So why
Is that
did they
an
even
AirPod?
bother with it? So for all of those people who grew up watching the US dub of the show, they're all going to be confused as hell when they find out that Mark is now suddenly male in this reboot.
I don't know. Maybe they've probably grown out of it by the time it's, you know. Okay, maybe the viewers that probably would notice would have probably grown out of the show by that time.
Though
Or something.
this is more of a problem the original series had, not necessarily the reboot.
Huh.
Speaking of the voices,
Okay.
the new voice actors they chose for the series is quite the interesting cast. Let's
Okay,
see,
what is
we've
it?
got Richard Ian Cox,
Oh,
Ian
boy.
James Corlett, Jacob Scipio,
Who's this guy?
Steve Kindman.
Oh God,
God.
Steve Kindman. He voices Norman Price.
Joanne Froggatt, Lee Ingleby. Wait a
Oh
minute.
God.
Vincent Tong, Blake Harrison, Claire Corlett.
I'm sorry. The My Little Pony stuff I am not personally a fan of.
What are you
I get bad
doing
vibes.
here, Claire? What now, actually,
Claire.
Oh, and apparently, Dizzy is another one of those voice roles of hers where they once again ask her to do her high-pitched Sweetie Belle voice, even though she was 15 when this started.
15. The James Corlett is probably the only good voice actor they got in this reboot. Huh. Even still though, like 15? What? I did. Why they have ages now?
As if no other actor in the whole of Canada can be able to do that voice.
Canada! This was in Canada? Oh boy.
Ooh, army hearty! Man the mizzen mast! Land ahoy! Walk the plank, ye scurvy dog!
Still
Wow.
speaking of characters,
How
the
Canadian?
reboot doesn't
That's
even try to
Australian.
bring any old characters back. The closest we get are Farmer Pickles, but not until season 3, and Pilchard. Why did they keep Pilchard blue?
Why are you arguing about colors? Ian James Corlett voiced Goku and Krillin in the Yoshidova Dragon Ball Z. Ian voiced Mega Man 2? No way. I didn't know Mega Man was canon in the Bob the Builder reboot. Just like Kamala Harris. No, it's Kamala Harris.
I've just been complaining that the reboot looks way too realistic. The settings, the humans, the machines.
No, part of me feels like your main argument isn't mainly that. It's I guess it's also kind of that a little bit, but it feels like nitpicking sometimes. Another issue too, it feels very, very biased compared to, like most of the reviews on the reboot are really negative, and there's barely anything positive you have to say about it. And it's mainly just praising on the original. Like it feels very biased.
So, who decided that it should be a good idea to have a blue cat be chased by a normal brown and white dog in a
That dog does not look normal! You're just a
realistic
cat.
vet? It just seems really out of place. And, as I just said, Farmer Pickles, a secondary character in the original, only has a 20-second appearance in the season 3 episode
Barn Building Bedlam.
What?
Barn building bedlam. It's a cow. It's back in the barnyard, guys.
Yeah, what he said. Come on, why couldn't you just throw in your own version of Travis while you're at it?
They didn't care.
I mean, you got Farmer Pickles, you made a model for him, you brought Rob Rackstraw back to voice him again, even though the voice...
I love this description of Farmer Pickles. Farmer Pickles is a nearby farmer and friend of Bob. Appearances, barn building bedlam. Okay, well, he's voiced by his original voice actor, so that's interesting. Also, quotes, TBA. There's barely anything on him. What's the point of adding him? Was it like fan service?
Sounds like nothing like the original. He had one line of dialogue, and you make him work on a farm with cows and sheep in a barn the team just built. Why not add in Travis to complete the whole set?
Once again, they just don't care, I guess. Because once again, corporation.
Oh yeah, and Spud?
Spud.
They didn't do anything with him, period.
Yeah, because he's not realistic. But wait. Then again, though, I just realized they didn't add Spud because he's not realistic to the reboot. But yet, the machines are bouncing around and they have faces. But then again, Thomas already did that, so I shouldn't keep complaining. And the trees look like they came out of Roblox, and Bob looks like a mix of something from Paw Patrol and PJ Masks. And maybe even Fireman Sam.
Well, I guess it would make sense. I don't think a walking, talking, laughing, comic relief scarecrow with a massive head full of straw, silly trousers, a stripy scarf, and a parsnip for a nose would fit into this realistic environment the show is now going for.
That's the whole point.
Wait, hang on. So they allowed to have a blue cat walk around in this environment, but not a walking, talking scarecrow?
That's because cats are real. And walking, talking scarecrows aren't.
Or
walking, talking scarecrow.
Personality similar to Spud, called Potato.
Potato. Is that Potato? Okay. Hey guys. We're gonna introduce our new student here. His name is Potato.
Nah. What the?
When it comes to new additions to the team, they don't try to bring back any old characters, but rather new characters entirely.
Probably because they forgot about them.
Actually, calling them new characters would be a bit of a stretch. The way I see them, most of them are just reused characters from the original, but with a new name and a different coat of paint.
Yeah, they are.
Even then, he also has a cement mixer attachment, so he's a rip-off of Tumblr, too.
Tumblr. Who decided that this cement truck should be named after an art posting site? I don't think I'd call them rip-offs. More just so, like, slightly different copies. That's the best I could put it.
Stretch is a combination of both Gripper and Grabber. Pixie is Flex, Thud is Rumble, and Rocky is Scratch. Now, yeah, and why does Tread need to be on the team?
Tread.
Just why?
Treadmill.
He's a little off-road truck with a cable rope. What good would he do at a construction site?
It's a construction vehicle. They could still use him.
Well, I mean, adding Scrambler into the team in Project Build It, it made sense. Sunflower Valley is very hilly and hardly has any roads. It has lots of mud, hills, rocks, and mountains, and Bob would have used Scrambler to help him get a better look at the valley or find the best places for certain projects. But Tread, there's no real purpose for him. Most of the building jobs the team does are usually set in either Spring City or in the countryside that hardly has any hills. So, what's really the purpose of Tread existing?
I don't know. That's actually a good question. I guess he's just there because he's construction vehicle.
What, for towing and rescuing purposes if needed?
Yeah.
They have Lofty! He can do it! The story for most of these episodes seems really predictable. The team is set out on a job, they start building, the focus character for the episode, whether it be Scoop or Mark or Leo, has some ridiculous or stupid idea, he screws everything up, the project collapses, they apologize, then they rebuild it all back up again. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they always have a second lot of the materials they need, and
yeah, it's just conveniently there. It's just for plot convenience, which is all the time. How is this building company not on a budget?
enough speed and power to get the whole thing rebuilt again in just one afternoon, if the whole thing falls apart again. And when they're not
why is the concrete that color? That feels very unprofessional.
using the same story element.
Even then, though, like, wouldn't these machines be sold away or something if they kept screwing everything up? Because I think that's probably what would happen, or they get scrapped.
And character blunders over and over again. They are sometimes reusing plot lines from certain episodes of the original series.
Okay, so...
I bet Pilchard's off snoozing somewhere. She won't even know how worried Wendy is.
Wendy doesn't need to worry.
You gotta be careful of
Pilchard
it.
would run away, Mum. Cats do wander off, but they like to come home eventually.
I don't get what's the big deal here. What's the big deal? I don't get it.
Especially at meal times.
Oh, there goes that.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh no, I flattened all the instruments and ruined
Oh no, I flattened all the instruments.
the concert. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Speaking of repeating stuff, the building montages. They're not that fun to watch anymore.
Okay, well, they're not fun to watch anymore, then I guess I shouldn't watch this.
Why? Instrumentals on use sounds right down single ring second.
Wait. Oh, this is the part where it goes over team.
Seriously.
Shut up! Shut up!
No, thank you. I'm gonna say team all I want.
Recently, in late 2017, Mainframe, which I think was the current animation team for the reboot, ceased animating new content for the show
Okay, now he
for
doesn't
some
look like that.
reason, and the series is now animated by DHX Media. Yes. that, DHX.
Of
In
course
the
you have to
third
bring it up.
season, the animation style is completely different.
Oh my god, it actually is. I kind of prefer this.
Even more different than how different the reboot already was compared to
The animation isn't that bad.
original.
Good.
Everything is a lot brighter and more colorful. The vehicle characters
It doesn't look that bright. I think the last one looked more brighter, if anything.
are way more bouncy, expandable, and wacky. And is it me, or did the animators forget to put in any shading?
Oh my god, what's that under Leo? That kind of looks like shading to me. I don't think I don't think that's what he was talking about. I know he's referring to like sunlight or something, but that's clearly shading.
There's hardly any shadows. And just look at Bob's face again.
Oh my god! He looks like he came from a Disney movie.
They take Bob's design, which already made him look a lot younger than he should, and somehow make him look even younger. Seriously, he looks like he's 12.
Nah, he looks like he's 10, if anything.
No. You can't just show stock footage of the HD fully detailed animation from the previous company and then fade into this worse animation.
I mean, that is lazy, but then again, though, probably on a budget.
You just can't. Yeah, the
They can do it
animation
if they
style
want, I
is
don't care.
completely different than before. It's
Yeah.
almost as if the people at Mattel Creations finally woke up and saw all the negative criticisms about the show's realistic tone, so they decided to make it up to the fans by putting in a more cartoony animation style.
This looks a little bit too cartoony for me.
In order to
especially in this
simulate the
environment.
animation from the original series or something. But it's clearly too late for that. We've already had 2 whole seasons of trying to get used to this new animation, which, by this point in time, we pretty much have gotten used to it. So this new animation looks way too different to fit.
Jesus, this is too much. This
really had to give an in-depth analysis on this shit?
I don't know if I would call it in-depth or anything. But
Wait, who's the YouTuber that made this? Who's the YouTuber that made this?
James A. Williams.
This bro. This guy really.
This is the weird thing. This is made like in 2018, like 6 years ago. So I'll tell you this: he doesn't do these anymore because I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, this is still not really good.
In with the rest of the series.
What made him this angry to put out a 31-minute
It's just way too
analysis on everything bad about a shitty ass reboot? I mean,
Bro.
yeah. I mean,
this is
yeah,
the
it's not
funniest part.
good, but
You know what's
damn, bro.
really funny? I remember like he did another review on Reboot on like a review song. I think it was like I know it was the Postman Pat one he did, and yes, there are more of these.
Oh God!
Apparently, Emperor Lemon responded to this video.
Emperor, wait, who is that?
Emperor Lemon, YouTube pooper, video analyzer, that guy.
Forgive me, I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of him though. He was popular back then.
Why can't I be as good as Bob? He's just good. He never makes mistakes.
This is everyone's thoughts on the reboot. It's like, why can't the reboot be as good as the classic? It's just good. It never makes mistakes.
I swear, people who are fans of the original Teen Titans literally act like this.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I just find it weirder now that, like, of course I saw it happen. Wasn't Teen Titans Go removed from, like, Max or something?
It was! I mean, it's still on Hulu, but still.
The cartoon critics finally caught up with the big companies. Well, I mean, the 2016 ones.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as that. Bob wasn't always good at building things. In fact, he used to make a lot of mistakes when he was a young builder.
Oh god, I don't think that part could be part of the whole reboot
Let me
thing.
tell you the story of Bob's first build.
They're trying to add their own backstory. Even
Bro,
though
who is it? Who is this Isabel person?
Isabel, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know.
Aw, isn't that
She
cute?
acted
The
like that
reboot
fucking
wants to
Pickwick
create its
Husband
own
person.
backstory. Even though we're now 3 seasons in and they're still rubbish at telling stories anyway.
They're still rubbish at telling stories. That feels too true, but at the same time, though, I shouldn't care.
Oh, and just to let you know, Bob's first build, it's exactly the same as Bob's backstory in when Bob became a builder. Helping build stuff with his dad, making a few mistakes at first, even to the point that Scoop was Bob's first machine.
Let me guess, he was just as reckless as he is now. Lol, 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 lol. This is so funny.
Wow. Just wow.
Build a brand new shed.
And this one will be
Shit.
even better than the last!
Apparently, I remember. We're gonna look at the comments like later or something. But apparently, I remember when the comments said this editorial, a brand new shit. Like that does not sound like that
Bro,
word.
You better believe it, Scoop. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
Well then, how come we've never seen you
That voice does not fit his face at all.
use your dad's hammer? Oh, by the way, what happened to Bob's dad? Did he retire and move away somewhere?
Why do we need to know? Why do we need to know?
Lore reasons. Lore reasons.
Rated from the
Oh,
family
this is a
tree to
preschool
mouth
show. Why?
problems? What?
None of the audience needs to know fucking lore, bro.
Like, bro, Tom is the Tank Engine already has lore itself. That would make sense. But this is Bob the Builder.
Bro,
Especially
why
the
would a
re-
preschool show need lore, bro? Why would it need lore?
I guess to make it more interesting from the looks of it.
Bro,
Guys,
this is a show.
welcome to Film Theory, and today we're going to find out what happened to Bob's dad.
Bro, this is a show designed for literally just. This is a show designed for children just to stare at for 30 minutes.
30 minutes? With the video's nearly done as well. Jesus Christ. I mean, to be honest, I'm not saying you can't review kid shows, but I mean, like, I feel like you're going a bit too in-depth here. Also, it feels very biased as well. Especially, in this.
What about Bob's mom? Where was she back in the day? And
Divorce.
Come on, you couldn't even bring Neil Mosseret back to do a voice.
Who is he? Who is that?
That is the original Bob the Builder voice actor for the UK. Well, why is he need to be here? Isn't he like I don't know? Is he retired?
Wait, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name again? What's his
Neil-
name again?
Neil Morrissey, the original voice actor of the UK Bob the Builder.
Neil Morrissey. Okay, I have his dog. Okay, he's 62, but bro.
Huh.
Appealing to the older audience who grew up watching the original, but it would be honoring the 20th anniversary of the franchise, and it would be somewhat of a metaphor of the old generation passing the torch over to the new generation.
Is it wrong that I didn't understand anything he said? I felt too distracted.
But nope, just reuse Lee Ingleby and have him do it.
Who?
Low. So, yeah, those are the majority of the problems I have with this Bob the Builder.
Yeah, he is the majority. You barely had anything positive to say about the reboot. The only thing positive he had to say was the theme song. And even then he complained about a lyric missing from it. Wow.
Reboot.
That's wild.
Now, I'm not going to say that it needs to be cancelled, like I said about Fireman Sam.
This is the problem. It makes it. I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted it to be canceled, like on the inside.
Oh, it's honestly fine enough as it is. It's not really as offensive, not as annoying, not as half-assed, not as bad as CGI Fireman Sam.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the whole point, though. It's not as bad. It's just like every other kid show out there. I mean, there's nothing harmful about it. It's just Bob the Builder, but metallified.
Because despite all of the problems I've spent the past few minutes complaining about, why have I then still managed to watch every single episode of this reboot? Even
Yeah, I'm wondering why. Even this guy is starting to wonder why as well.
started. I have no idea. It's just one of those questions I can never find the answer to.
I don't think I will ever find that answer.
Maybe it's the theme song, I don't know.
You're only positive. Oh, that's the video done. Yeah, it's. I mean, looking at this video now, it's not the worst review I've seen, but it's definitely flawed. Like, pretty flawed. Like, there's a few nitpicks here and there. There's like there's some like there's a few good points here and there, like how the new characters are just added, for no reason, or like, I don't know. I think that's the only one I could think of. But I mean, like, it felt very biased and nitpicky for my liking. Not saying that I don't like the Bob the Builder reboot, but it's not the worst thing in the world, I just treat it like every other kid show. What are your final thoughts? I mean, I don't know if you were really paying attention. I wouldn't be surprised if you weren't, but
Why is bro trying to be the UK mysterious Mr. Enter? He's
Final
literally just the Mr. Enter.
Mysterious Mr. Enter. British Mr. Enter is crazy. I mean, I don't know. Apparently, at one point, like a comment mentioned like Mr. Enter or something. Okay, wait. The one thing we need to do, we need to look at the comment section, because that's the most important aspect. These are the key moments. The Claire Corlett moment is the most important. Bob the Builder. Okay. Shorts Yeah, this is pretty outdated now, because from what I tell, he did improve over time. At least, that
A 30-minute video talking in depth about inconsistencies for a long-running show aimed at 3-year-olds. Easily the best thing YouTube has recommended to me.
Yeah, it's another thing too. It was always on people's recommended, which is just weird to know. It's also weird that Leo Kim Video, out of all people, just commented on this. It was weird how the new Bob toys went straight to the bargain bin. It seemed this was a failure right from the start. The new show should have none of the charm of the original. But hey, we see that over and over now. He's not. I guess he's not wrong. I can't believe this reboot killed our favorite funny talking scarecrow. Can we fix it? No, I don't think we can. No. Oh god, this is what I was talking about. Edward and Henry being removed is a common trope. I hate it so much. I don't care if they were important to Thomas the goddamn Tank Engine. It's still annoying. I totally despise the mindset of it's for kids. Why are you ranting on it? Well, for fuck's sake, it's not except for criticism. It's just that.
God, look at the Go Anime ass response that this Albert Boris guy left.
Oh god, I can clearly tell. I think James A. Williams had some kind of thing for the Go Animate community as well, because I remember at one point, like, oh god, I remember this. This is like an example. So, have you seen Levi Rants before? It doesn't.
Oh
exist
god, I know what you're talking about, bro. That Levi Rants, like with the Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Dog, what does the Go Anime community have against him? He's not even a villain in Attack on Titan.
The Levi Rants video. The Levi Rants video I'm talking about. Okay, well, it's like probably at one point. It was like about the trashy Beyond videos wiki or something. Again, they mentioned something about someone copying pasting James A. Williams' rant videos. I don't know which one it was. It could have been this one. Who knows? There's this. I was shocked to learn as a teenager for the kid show about a job mostly associated with the United States was from Britain. Construction could be anywhere, though. Yeah. What? Oh God.
Original manga, project build, race study build, anime, reboot, Netflix adaptation. Oh,
I
shit.
mean, to be fair, it does look like something from Netflix. I could say that. Oh God, no, we can't. We can't fix this. If Spud was brought
all
back
these
as a human
comments are 6
character.
years ago, by the way.
Oh God, yeah, I know. Because once again, no, some of them are from 4 years ago. Jesus, or 3. They're from a long time ago, though. If Spud was brought back as a human character, he should be called Sid. That's not actually a bad idea. That is, if the series was still a thing. I once dreamt that Spud is a human. And a few years ago, I dreamt that Lofty turned into a bird every few years. What? That's a weird dream. This reboot looks like a Chinese ripoff. No offense, but it actually kind of does look like that a little bit. I prefer the real Bob the Builder. Oh God. This feels kind of biased to me. Why does Bob look like Kim Jong-un in the new series? What?
Just from this teaser poster alone. We'll get back to this later. For now, let's talk about one of the only things I seem to
Well, I got my breakfast. Yeah. Anyways, what were we doing right now? Oh, yeah, looking at the comments. I'm gonna try and be a bit careful in here. I don't usually eat breakfast in here. I'm gonna move my computer a bit back. Yeah, I actually kind of need this. Okay. Okay, wait. Why does Bob the Builder look
Just
like Kim
from this
Jong-un? That is not Kim Jong-un. Bob the Builder, the North Korean version. You can't do anything. I'm gonna keep my mic away a little bit because I'm eating. God dang it. No, I don't want to be eating near this thing. This is a new computer. I got it on Christmas. I'm not gonna... I didn't even watch the original. Why am I here? Good question. Oh, God. My childhood hero. Why'd you let the animators do a Sonic movie on you? What? That makes no sense. Bob the Builder, can we ruin it? Nah, it's already gone. This is okay, this is a good comment. This isn't Bob the Builder. This is Robert the Construction Worker.
It's wild how this guy has 161,000 subscribers. Yeah, it's not even verified.
Interesting. But then again, though, there are other channels that are like that, so he's not really,
Dude, one of his videos has 90 million views. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. It's just a bunch of whistles and distles.
Bro, why is one of his videos have like over 90 million views? Does this guy like... Okay.
I don't know.
For a minute, I thought this guy was like a content farm account, but no, he's not. He's not.
No, he doesn't. I can't believe I'm looking at these comments while I'm eating my breakfast. What has Hit Entertainment done to this special part of my childhood? The redesigns look terrible. I think we get that. Oh God, not this again. If a reboot is pitched by a toy company, you can tell it will be bad. Yeah. I mean, Mattel is not really a good company, but, it's a corporation, It's not going to... From a business standpoint, what do you really want them to do? If they think it's successful, then... Well, they're not going to care about, positivity or negativity. They're still going to make it anyway. For the merchandise and that money. Oh, Jesus. Oh God, not the Edward and Henry shit again. Why? I get Brendan and Barney.
Wait, what the Brendan?
From 6 years ago. Really? Well, I never watched VeggieTales. Mixed with Tina Celery and VeggieTales in the House. I don't get that reference, but honestly, it's Brendan Barney, so who knows? Maybe I probably should understand.
Dude,
that
I
reference.
know him. I know Brendan personally. Well,
I know you do. Sorry if I sound a little quiet. I'm still eating my breakfast. I don't want it to get on my microphone.
that's fine.
We are a team, but every team means should happen. Yeah, that should happen.
– 2015, he's 15 years old. 2017, he's 12 years old. 2024, he's 2 years old. What is this comment?
I don't know why I like it. Bob the fetus.
Wow.
Wow, bro.
Wild.
The curious case of Bob the Builder. What is this comment? Bob the... Wait, it's 2025 right now. That means Bob's a baby.
Oh, shit.
Google Gaga my ass. 2,700. He doesn't exist in life anymore. Oh, God. This toast is good. Oh, God. We got these kinds of comments now. Nah, it's probably... Look, it's LJ Productions. The reason I dislike this video is because of how terrible the video is. Yeah, I would dislike this video, but I wouldn't hate its guts. I looked up the sing-along version of this, and you aren't joking about the word team being used a lot, because I count, they used the 31 times. Okay, that's a problem. Imagine if they made a live-action movie starring Bob, Wendy, and the team, with the machines rendered completely CGI, of course, but the movie... Wait. Did this guy predict the live-action Bob the Builder movie? I don't even know if that thing is being made. This is literally the best comp show I've ever seen. So either people half-heartedly agreeing with this video or having no idea as to why they have this in their recommended. I love it. James's Newsy, roly-poly. Not still. Murky the Roll. I don't think that's a good name. Roly-poly sounds a lot better, in my opinion. Because the Bob the Builder... stop motion animation, so people are too lazy to make the method these days, so they prefer to go 3D instead. Also because it's more expensive. That's the one thing that people don't realize. I think the reason why they probably switched it up is because stop motion is expensive. Like, probably not as expensive, to them, since, massive company, but still, though, it is not cheap, obviously. Slowly raises Brom up to the heavens. You shall be missed. Nah, bro. That show wasn't even as good as the others. Kim itself. Oh my god. Why am I reading this comment section? What episode?
What episode scene? What are these comments? Genuinely, what are these comments?
I don't know. But frankly, I just don't even know. Oh my god. No. Please pin me. No. Why does this have 1,000 likes? What happened to the original? My childhood is dead. It's not dead. It's just resurrected pretty badly. They turned Scoop into SpongeBob. I think they did. He literally sounds like SpongeBob, except he's British. And the yellow high-pitched digger that screws up everything. Is it me, or does Dizzy look creepy now? Yeah, I mean, I guess it is a little bit soulless, but it's not a really big problem. The machines look like VeggieTales characters. Yeah, if you're talking about the Netflix ones, yes. Old ones, nah. It's not. They don't look like McTimothy to me. No. What's the mistake? Dizzy's wheels were animated over Wendy's head when it was supposed to be behind her head. Oh no, that's some weird physics right there. I'm sorry, did you just say Shadow the Hedgehog was not a spin-off game? The Sonic game with guns, new pick your own path, darker tones and story, new combat system is not a spin-off? If it doesn't fit with what the hell you're saying, you said the project build it. I don't even know. Huh? Why does this face remind me of Ryder from Paw Patrol?
No.
No, I don't think I can build it. No, I can't. Jesus, these comments are interesting, and sometimes not in a good way. Oh my god. Once again, this was from like 6 years ago, back when Big World, Big Adventures was a huge thing, so that could explain it.
Oh yeah, I see so many people shit on Big World, Big Adventures.
I mean, like, if you're really wanting to see an actual rant on Big World, Big Adventures, just watch the Unlucky Tug video, because that one is actually good. Oh god, I would rather watch Baldi's Basics the musical than this trash. Subs, not dubs. Huh? What? I hate the idea that because the show is a
Rivers Chungus. What the? Wait! Look at the profile. Look at the profile.
Huh? Rivers Chungus.
Chungus.
Oh fuck! I gotta
Rivers
go back.
Homo Rivers Chungus.
Train.
What the fuck?
Do you like? What's your favorite Thomas character? Tyler, what's your favorite Thomas character? My favorite one is Train. I love
Mine
Train.
is Rivers Chungus. Mine is Rivers Chungus.
Rivers Chungus. Brian.
What the fuck?
Nah, Brian. What is your argument? Whoever's saying this video is criticizing the show, they're wrong. It's basically just comparing the new shows with old and original. You weren't forced to watch the show, and it wasn't intended for you. If you put in an actual criticism for the show, like an actual example, bad writing, horrible voice acting, and much more, this video would have many people be invested in what you're saying. We don't want to hear you whine and complain about the reboot that was targeted to 3-year-olds. It was meant to change and get modernized with the new generation. I'm not saying I like the show either, but we don't need 30 minutes of comparison to know that the original was better. Honestly, Brian is honestly kind of right for a little bit.
Even though in the show he's normally wrong.
Yeah. Brian. How could Brian make a point on a Bob the Builder reboot review? Okay, speak for yourself. I like comparison videos, but he does actually, and he does... Okay, so you show your own opinion, and then you just... I mean, yeah, I guess he kind of does a little bit. Yeah, I think he actually does. I think he does point out, because I think from what he said, the writing was formulaic, because it was the same shit all over again. And apparently some of the voice acting isn't really good, or, you know, bad character style. Okay, I don't care about the character style. I don't care about it really that much, but he did say that stuff, which is an actual argument. I also hate the reboot, so please. Oh my god, bro! This is some of the comments here are clearly made by like kids or something. As a younger child, I liked to scoop at his screen time, but for some reason, I could relate to their personality ways. I was a weird kid. Yeah, I don't know. Let's build a brand new shit. Oh, this is the comment. This was the comment. Build a brand new shit,
bro.
How do you build that? This is a terrible reboot. It's just the same as the video, but with even more weird nitpicky things or whatever. I don't know. I swear to God, if they do a CGI reboot of Pingu... Guess what, buddy? They already did it, and apparently it's actually good. Brendan Barney! Who's still salty about Emperor Lemon for throwing a hissy fit over this? That's what I was referencing. I don't even know anymore. Tinky, oh god, I see this Tinky Winky guy everywhere. Dude, anyways, Tyler, have you seen this Tinky Winky guy? Because I see him everywhere I go.
No.
I guess I'm just the only one. It was actually Neil Morrissey who voices Farmer Pickles originally. Huh, I didn't know that. I'm 4 minutes in. Aren't you taking this all a bit too seriously, even by cartoon reviewer standards? Yeah, I think you took it a bit too seriously, if anything. Okay, well, Sonic Force
Let's
is
try and find the Rivers Chungus comment.
comment.
Wait.
Team. Team. Oh god, there's so much team in here. Rolly sounds like number block 2. Wait, does he?
Now I've ruined everything. I'm so sorry.
Actually, is this the same voice actor? That has to be the same voice actor. Apparently sounds like number block 2. Dizzy was my favorite. How dare they? Oh god, not more Mattel. It seems to me that you complain when things are different, but also complain when things are the same. The whole point of a reboot series is to do things differently. If you don't add changes, there's no point in making a reboot. And even when changes are made, it's still fun to add homages to the original series to tie the two together. Seems to me that you just don't like a childhood favorite being remade, period. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what this video comes off as, somewhat. What? They mix the animation like in Spider-Verse. I don't think they have the budget for that. How do you do that with Bob the Builder? This is how. I don't think I can fix this comment section. Why exactly you're saying Shadow the Hedgehog is not a spinoff? As far as I'm aware, that's exactly what it is. The definition of a spinoff is a narrative work derived from some already existing work that focuses on different aspects of the original work. And that. Okay, I don't really feel like reading that because I don't care about Shadow the Hedgehog. King Pig! Bob the Builder was a shitty anime. What? How dare you? How dare you? Bob the Builder was one of the greatest animes of all time. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
My goodness! There he is!
Wait! Fire Oshawan, what?
That's the guy! That's the guy! The comment has been edited because I take back everything I said about this video. No way!
Wait! You know who else I found? You know who else I found in the comment section?
Who did you find? Who did you find?
Look at my screen. Look at my screen.
Look at your screen share. Who is this? What is it?
Look.
Zuggy, what the heck? Imagine if
Bob the Builder. Can we fix that? Bob the Builder. No, we can't. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was like from like 2 years ago, so I can excuse that. Yeah, this is the Levi Rants guy. I can't believe it. No wonder he mentioned it in his goddamn episode 2. Bowser Jr. Bowser Koopa Jr.
Oh, and coming above Zuggy's. Top 10 best animated masterpiece.
Yeah. Anyways, Bowser Jr. himself found this video. All right, let's see. Oh god. He looks like he's 15, and he looks like he's 12. Never get old. Actually, yeah, that's kind of a point. Oh, Jesus. Imagine if this video was on trending. It would be the hottest thing ever. Is it just me, or do some of the comments just people commenting again and again? Because that's what it feels like, except it really isn't.
Okay, Zuggy said he's going to delete it.
Oh, wait, did you just message him about it?
Yes.
Oh my god. I didn't want to. I don't think. I didn't want to be. I know. I think I was aware of that comment actually before. Like, I didn't care much about it. In fact, I mean, before I actually did this, I actually commented with the Mr. Pringle account, just stating my opinions on it. Who knows? It might pop up or something. How do you get this video back? I muted the video during the end screen. Okay, cool. Is that Mr. Nosy from the Mr. Men show? I see. No, I don't see him anywhere. All I see is Norman Price.
Okay, now he's saying he hated that comment. I don't blame him. I don't blame him because
yeah, it was from 2 years ago. Anyone can feel cringe from a comment they've done. I mean, I feel the same too. So wait, the Red Truck wasn't a female at all? Oh, that's Higby Productions. I've heard of that guy before. Mattel is the EA of toys. What a shame. Is that really the best comparison?
No, because EA is bad too.
Yeah,
I would know because
Mattel,
I played some of their games. I have Madden and FC Mobile and all that shit. Yeah, it's bad.
But then again, Mattel is not the worst I've seen. I mean, yeah, they're as corporate as you could get in terms of.
Oh my god, I found the Brian comment on mine.
Oh my god, you found the. I finally laughed at it because of the fucking Brian picture he used.
I still can't find the Rivers Chungus comment.
Well, that stinks. Let's see.
Who is Martin asleep? Some music account commented under the video.
Who knows? They're probably a musician now. Let's see. Oh, we got apparently an airplane decided to comment on this too. Airplane.
Actually, you know what? You know what would be easier? You know what would be easier?
What?
If I just look up channels names.
Huh. Okay, so the Confederate States went as far as to comment on this as well. Okay, that's interesting. Imagine making a video so big that even a goddamn dead country would comment as well. Alright, let's see. You got Michael Scott from The Office. Thomas the Tank
Scott
Engine.
from The Office.
We got this guy over here. He kind of looks like Vine Sauce. No, not Vine Sauce. Vsauce. Damn it. Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. Lofty as well decided to comment there too. I love this. I love this profile picture. Who is this guy? Who's this? Miles Robinson. Oh, Jesus. Oh, geez Louise. All right. Let's see. There's the Mr. Pringle comment.
Wait, what? Hold up.
I commented on this like 5 days ago.
Because like my StreamYard. Okay. There we go.
Looking back on it, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's bad. It's mostly nitpicky comparisons of the inconsistencies of the reboot and the original. You can do that stuff, but don't make it your whole argument 80% of the time. It might have been lower. It might have been higher. I think it was definitely a bit lower, but I don't know. It also feels very biased, and there's rarely about the reboot, and he praises the original too much. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's definitely not good. At least he
I
improved over
found
time with
it!
these kind
I
of videos.
found it! I found the
You
river.
River Chungus. wait, Curious George, what happened? Muck sounds less like Gilbert. Never sounded like Gilbert Godfrey. Oh gosh. I actually remember kind of watching an episode of the Bob the Builder reboot when I was like 7 or something, and I didn't care for it. I wasn't even paying attention. That really shows how much I care about it. No way. Cars 2 comment. Oh god. Why? You deserve more subs. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he's not bad now. Let's see. Yes. This is Tommy Zoom. Who's Tommy Zoom? Oh god, this guy get what? Huh? What is this? What is this spam comment? I don't know if it's spam or not, but it feels like it. I like the original Bob the Builder only. Like, we're not British is the that's not even a word. British is Brits. Wouldn't it call them Brits, not Britishes? That sounds like a brand or something. I think I've seen enough of this comment section. I think I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Yo, Tyler, it's so Tim Grover now. It's just Tim Grover. Do you even know what I'm referencing with this?
Tim Grover?
It was a joke that I kind of made like last stream or something. Here, let me send it to you in DMs. Let me send it to you. It was something me and Callum just made. I was originally I was originally gonna do just Grover, from Sesame Street, but I found this guy called Tim Grover, and I just thought the pictures were just funny. I have the other image as well, where he's smiling. Yeah, so here's the other image where he's like smiling or something. Yeah, I just found it funny. Yeah. So yeah. It's really strange. Let's see. Memes. Red Bull. Oh, Jesus. Are you still laughing about River Chungus?
Yes.
Gosh. Yeah. This is kind of interesting because, like, I haven't actually watched the full video for, like, I don't know, a long time or something. I mean, I watched it a little bit, but I all I remembered from it was like, oh, this is just nitpicking. But I don't think it's as bad as I remember it. It's still not good, but it's not the worst thing ever, There's worse rant videos out there. Yeah. Who knows? I might do logo battle like next stream or something or anything. Because I think that's a bit more interesting. But then again, I could have just mixed that in with the scary logo stream. Because they're pretty much nearly about the same thing, except the only difference is that Logo Battle doesn't have Viacom or PBS in it. It's also really weird as well. I don't know if I would call it a joke show or something, but you know, still it's not really that great. It only has like 7 episodes, and some of the episodes aren't actually that long. One of them's like 7 minutes or near 8 minutes at least. But who knows? Maybe that could be a topic for the next one, or who knows? I might do it again today or something. Maybe not. You know, maybe I'll keep it until tomorrow. But yeah, I guess that's really it.
Yeah.
Can we fix it? Right? Can we fix it?
No, no.
No, I don't think we can.
We can
Anyways,
follow.
Yeah, yeah.